Marcus, you're getting home late yet again today. Just a second ago, I tried to give your office a call, but they told me that you had already left for the day. Where are you right now?
I'm at the point now where I can't go on with you anymore.
Huh?
Tomorrow, I'm going to be handing in our divorce paperwork. So before then, can you sign it and help me hand it in? Actually, I've already spent a lot of the time filling it out, so can you just sign it and turn it in for me? You should have time to do that, right?
What kind of a joke is this? Today isn't even April 1st, so you can't be trying to fool me, right?
This is not a joke. I've come to realize that I just can't take being married to you anymore.
Can't take it anymore? Are you seriously telling me that you feel that way? Huh? Right now? You can't take any more of me at this time? You are aware that in another month or so, I'm going to be having our baby, right? Aren't you ready to finally become a father like you always wanted?
No.
Huh? So you're really going to tell me that you want out of all of this right now? That's all really screwed up. What am I going to do if you divorce me? Where do you plan to go off to?
I'm gonna go off somewhere to where I'm happy.
Yeah? And what is going to make you happy?
I have someone that I actually love now. So I'm gonna go to her and we're gonna start our new romance together.
When you say that, do you mean what I think you mean? Is this all happening with that one coworker of yours?
Huh? Why do you know about her?
I felt that for a bit now you've been going out with another woman. You've always made yourself look a bit suspicious, and so I already had a feeling of what that entailed.
What, you already suspected me of cheating on you? Well then, I didn't have to try that hard to hide her from you all that time then.
That is not what I want to hear from you right now. You have a wife at home that's been pregnant, and you choose to go out with another woman behind my back? That is beyond messed up, Marcus. So are you really going to leave me for her? Do you not feel any form of sorrow for doing that to me? I'm tired of having to be the one that has to go through all these hardships with you.
I'm not trying to make your life any harder, Ella. You're just gonna have to accept that things between us weren't working out and that you'll now have to raise that baby on your own. Good luck! I'm gonna go live a life where I'm free, so you can manage that child without me while I go achieve that life. I'll at least give you the house and the divorce, so you should be happy for that.
This has always been my house, though, so of course I'm going to keep this place. I just cannot fathom that you want to throw me away at this bad of a timing. I will forgive you for cheating on me as long as you come back here and stay with me. What are we going to do to fix all of this?
You can figure that one out yourself. I no longer want anything to do with you.
The way you say that, does it not break your heart whatsoever? What will happen if you have to pay a settlement for cheating on me, or have to pay for child support?
I'm going to ignore you after this, so don't expect a dime from me.
That will not go over well for you. I think you should stop all that nonsense and just come back to me and our baby.
I don't like you anymore, Ella, and I couldn't care less about that baby as well. Alright, good luck on your own. Make sure you have that divorce paperwork handed in by tomorrow. I want to hurry things up and get married as soon as possible to my new woman.
You're the worst. I'm not going to let you run away from this so easily.
How are things going with my house?
Excuse me, but who am I speaking to?
It's me? Me? There's no way you don't know who I am. So, can you tell me how my house is doing? Don't tell me that you've sold that place or anything like that, right?
Your house? What are you talking about now? And another thing, why are you talking to me after 12 years have gone by? You were the one that threw me away back then, and you left with another woman from your work to get married. So having a message come from a jerk of a man 12 years later is shocking to me.
I'm not your average man is all. Now, tell me how my house is?
When you say your house, are you talking about the one that we lived together back when we were married?
That's right, my house.
That isn't your house, lol. And when you talk about that house, I'm still living in it.
Huh? You're still living in my house? You're not supposed to be living in that house anymore. You get out of there right now.
Get out of my own house? What are you talking about? Even if you start to get pissed off with me and try to boss me around, I'm not going to be leaving this house.
You still living in that house without my permission is the same dang thing as you trespassing on my property.
Really? It looks like you might have hit your head on one too many things there, buddy. Do you need to go to the hospital or something? I knew you were pretty screwed in the head back when we were together, but I would have thought that after 12 years, that would have healed by now. Have you gotten to the point now where you can't even comprehend the words around you anymore or what you say?
What happened 12 years ago doesn't matter anymore. Back then, things were tough for me.
Things were not tough for you, but me, right? I mean, I was carrying our kid at the time, but you never seemed to care about it. It's been years now, so you'd think that asking how the kid is after so long, or some question similar to that would be normal, right? Well, it's not like you have to ask me that, because I won't tell you a thing about them.
Alright now, hurry up and get out of my house! If you don't leave that place soon, I'll have to come there and force you out. Do you want me to become violent with you?
Come on, calm down a bit there, lol. This is not your house.
All you're doing is living there uninvited now. I'm going to live there again starting today, so you get out.
Oh? Even though I don't believe you can live here anymore?
Even after I moved out of there, you really thought it was okay to live there without me knowing? I guess I don't mind any of that, but today I'm moving back in with one of my lady friends, so get the hell out!
Even though this house is under my name?
What?
From the start of us living here, my name has been on this house. So what do you mean this is yours? What made you think that this house was ever yours, Marcus? Lol.
Your name is on that place? There's no way.
Says the guy that left me for no good reason after us having a baby together and everything, and just vanishing for 12 years. And now after that long, you're back telling me a bunch of crap that doesn't make any sense. Are you sure you didn't hurt your head really badly?
You really want to keep saying I'm crazy? That's very rude of you.
I'm being honest. I'm not sure what it is with you that makes you think that you can boss me around, but this house is under my name.
Shut up! I already know the truth. I know that house is my house. And right now, I need a house to live in. So I'm coming back to live in my house.
Even though it's been over a decade since you threw me away, you're still the same old Marcus. This house is under my name and it always has, so you don't have any rights when it comes to what I do with my house. If you do try to get into my house, I'll have the police here in minutes.
The police will only come to you if the house is owned by you.
But this is my house, and you're the only one too delusional to agree on that. This all happened a while back now, so I'm sure you totally forgot about all of it. But if that's the case that you cannot remember, maybe you're better off just leaving me alone and moving on. Because if you try to move back into this house, you'll only be doing yourself more harm than good.
I'm coming to get my house back whether you like it or not. Even though you think you can get away with stealing it from me.
At this point, you're so confused that I might have to call the old folks home and have them come pick you up, lol. I think it's best you don't come around here. You'll only make yourself regret things more if you do. I really have no clue why after 12 years, you think you can come back here. But it's been far too long for you to be talking to me again when you have that woman of yours, right? If that coworker's still around, then you both should try buying or renting a house for yourselves like proper people. Well, that's only you have the funds to do so, right?
Coworker? I don't remember anything about a coworker.
Oh?
The woman I'm with now is a lady friend I met 3 months ago, and I'm starting to think about marrying her now. And she wants us to have a house together, so I was planning on giving her that house as a present. I can't be asked to buy any other place right now, so I want you out of my old house.
Jesus, Marcus. Lol. You threw me out like that coworker meant the world to you or something, yet you can't even remember who they are now? I suppose it's because of your poor memory that you can't even remember whose house this is. But I'll remind you that this is my house, so stop trying to get me out of it. And if you come to my house, you'll only make things worse, so stay the hell away. already told you, right? You'd regret coming here. But you still couldn't trust my words and barge into here, and now you have to pay for it. You had to meet my husband without being invited.
What the hell is going on? Tell me! Why the hell was a trap set up like that in the yard? I was just trying to get back to my house. What do you mean your husband?
It's not strange for me to have found another man and marry him, right? It's been 10 years now, and I've been married to my husband.
What? Why didn't you tell me anything about that?
Huh? Why should I have to tell my brain-dead ex-husband about my life? Lol. My daughter doesn't need to know about her screwed-up dad either. So that's why I made sure to never talk to you again, so that you never come back here.
I don't understand how you got married again, but what is up with this trap?
My husband is a bit of a protective man, and he works for a security company, so he decided to have some traps installed around the house to keep us safe. Lol.
Huh? He works for a security company?
Yeah, and we have a house with a young girl in it. So making sure that this house is secure from people like you is very important. And so, my husband made sure to put all kinds of traps. So of course someone that isn't supposed to be here would be caught in one of our traps. Lol.
Come get me out of here and let me go. This is my dang house after all.
You're being a dick. This is the house that I put my name down on and paid for all the loans. You never wanted to be the one to take up the responsibility of owning that house, so I had to make sure this place didn't go under. You're an adult, but mentally, you don't have the fortitude to be able to keep up with any payments, right? And you're what now? In your 40s, right? I think it's time you calm down and think for a second. Lol.
And to calm down, I wanted to get my house back. I planned on bringing my super young girlfriend here so that her and I could have a nest to make babies in. I was changing my life for the better this time.
You say that a lot, don't you? Yet every time you try to change your life around, you only fall even harder. Lol.
Shut up! Go ahead and tell me what kind of amazing life you have right now. I'm sure you're in the same spot as me going through all these problems.
I have been raising my daughter that you threw away 12 years ago all by myself. And now she is 12 years old.
Huh? Right. She is around that age now, huh?
And not just her anymore, but I have 2 more kids that I had with my husband, making it 3 now.
That many?
I raised 3 kids here with the help of my husband now, and still have a career outside of home. I think that I've been doing pretty dang well for myself after being thrown away by you, but...
Can you at least give me back that house?
This house is my family's house. But if you really want this house from me, why don't you come and buy it? Well, of course, that depends on your situation. But I'm sure by the way you've been acting, you don't have the money to. Lol.
Back when I left you for that other woman, I had gotten into some hairy business and lost a lot of my money. And since then, I've been having trouble finding any more work, and so my life has been really rough. But finally, after so long, I finally got a job as a full-time employee again and could start bringing in more dough. And, along with that, I've got myself a really young chick. So you should be okay with giving me that house. Actually, before we get to that, come and let me out of this trap!
I don't give a crap about all you just told me. Lol. I don't care about what kind of troubles you've been through or what jobs you have right now, nor about any girl you're with. You have no right to that house I own, so stop trying to get it from me. Also, if you wouldn't have come, none of that would have happened to you. But now that we have you, I'm going to call the police and ask them what to do with you.
Huh? What? The police?
Of course.
But I'm not doing well right now! I'm the one who's had a rough life ever since we got divorced, and so I'll have you sued for this!
If you really want to do that, you're more than welcome to. But I don't think you'll be able to find yourself a lawyer that'll help you, and any case you make that's brought to court will be dropped immediately.
Why do you say that? Do you not care about the harm you put me through?
That trap is only there to stop those that trespass.
What?
You're the one that broke through my fence and onto my property, right? So even if you're upset that you hurt yourself doing that, nobody's going to care about you. Lol. I'll tell you right now, you screwed around and found out today.
Are you kidding me? You're messed up in the head for making me go through this. Are you seriously that mad still about what happened 12 years ago?
Well, immediately after what had happened, I was... But right now, I have 3 amazing kids with a loving husband, so I'm only happy. Because of you, I was able to leave you behind and found that means to be a happy life. So thank you, lol.
What the hell? My life has been nothing but uphill battles.
And that's all due to you being a selfish prick, right? Lol. Now goodbye, you piece of garbage X. I hope that you try better after you get out that trap to fix your life. I think the police will be here soon for you. Make sure to explain to them what happened so that they can help you to get your head checked out. Lol. In the end, Marcus was taken into custody for trespassing and would be taken away in one of those police cars. And after all his hard work of getting that new job, the word of his arrest found its way there and he was fired by his manager. And that young girlfriend of his was disgusted by his actions and told him that they were through, which altogether ruined his mental health. He finally went back to his parents' house after almost 15 years and told them what had happened, and out of the kindness of their hearts, they got him a job at a really awful factory. And as of right now, he works from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day so that he can make as much money back to pay off all his debts, as well as pay his parents for allowing him back. I really don't understand why he went this far for something that was never even true, but I hope the consequences of his actions teach him that he got what was coming for him.
Hey, you old hag. Where's my money? Just how long are you going to try and keep me waiting before you cough up what's mine? Huh? Don't you know that you're supposed to give me my allowance today? I thought I told you that I wanted you to pay me on time every single day. Or is that too hard to figure out for a stupid woman like you?
Ginny, I believe that you and I have already talked about your allowance. I told you that last month was going to be the last time that I gave you any money, remember? I told you that because you were starting college that you would be on your own, remember? I explained to you that the allowance would end when you finished high school. We talked about this and you said that you understood what I was saying.
What on earth are you talking about? I never, ever remember talking about anything like that at all. You were just delusional and trying to cheat me out of what's rightfully mine. But now I just need you to shut up and pay me. I'm sick of waiting, and I'm even more sick of talking to you.
Look, I have told you that I am not going to be paying you anything anymore, okay? Why can't you go and ask your father for these kinds of things?
I knew it. I knew there was no point in trying to talk to a fake mother like you. You know, I never even wanted you to marry my dad, right? I was fine when it was just the two of us. You always ruin everything. If you knew what was good for you, you would just shut up and pay me. There's no need to make things this complicated.
I'm sorry, Jenny, but if that is the way that you were going to ask for money from me, then I feel even less inclined to pay you than before.
Well, it's all your fault that my dad doesn't have any money. I know that you've been using up every last cent of his. He told me all about it. He explained to me how you handle the budget for the house, and that means that you control all of the money. But all I heard when he was telling me that is that you're taking my dad's hard-earned money and using it all for yourself. It's so sad. I can't believe that my dad has been tricked like this. I just wish he would leave you already.
You know, sometimes I think about leaving too. But the thing is that isn't a decision that you'll get to make for anyone. That is going to be something that your dad and I talk about and come to a decision on amongst ourselves. But let me make this very clear to you. I am not stealing money or holding your father financially hostage in any way, shape, or form, okay? I think you might want to go ask your dad about what's really going on one more time.
You really have got some nerve, do you know that? Just what makes you think that I want to hear what some old hag like you has to tell me? Anyways, I think I've made myself clear here. Just get the money ready and send it to me as soon as possible, okay?
No, it's not okay at all. If you really need money that badly, go and find a job. Daniel, I have seriously had it. I mean it. I am really at my limit right now. I mean, just how long are you going to let Ginny act the way that she does? She is seriously so unbelievable sometimes. Do you know that she thinks that I'm taking all of your money and spending it on myself? This is seriously getting ridiculous.
Aw, come on, she's not that bad. You're just being overdramatic. Besides, you know how girls her age are. But you're the adult. You should just know how to take it and let things slide, right? Surely that isn't too much to ask of you.
Daniel, I am serious. I have half a mind to leave you both. And if nothing happens to change the situation, then I just really might. I mean, just a few minutes ago, she was asking me again about her allowance. But I told her that when she started college, that I wasn't going to be giving her any money at all. I told her that if she wanted someone to give her money, she would either have to get a job and get paid by her boss or go and talk to you.
Laura, please. Don't you think you're just being a little bit stingy? You really need to learn to just let things slide. And quit getting so upset over everything. I mean, you do know that if you get upset like that you're only going to give yourself more wrinkles, don't you?
Wow. Well, thank you so much for caring about the state of my face. I'm so glad to know that I have people who listen to what I have to say around here. But I have to say that in the 10 years that we've been married, I feel like I've aged at least 30 years. And I think it's high time I try and make up for all the time I've lost dealing with you and Ginny. So you can pack up your bags and just get out right now, Daniel.
Hey, you old hag. What the heck is going on here, huh? You better start explaining things to me right now.
Hello, Ginny. I was wondering when I was going to hear from you. It's been a while since we've last talked, hasn't it? Is there something that I can help you with?
Do you have any idea how pissed I am at you right now? How dare you try and take that attitude with me?
Ginny, I really don't think there is any reason to be talking to me like that, even over text. Now, I have no idea what's got you so upset, but I can guess that this little outburst is going to be followed by you trying to ask me for something.
I know that I only became your daughter when you married my dad, but that still makes me kind of like your real daughter, right?
Wait, what? I have to say that after all that anger and vitriol, I really wasn't expecting you to say something like that.
Well, what I mean is that if you're my mom and I'm your daughter, then you need to pay for my school. If you don't, then I'll talk to my dad and make him divorce you. Is that something you want?
Wait, what? What is going on here?
I just got a letter from my school telling me that my tuition still hasn't been paid. Do you have any idea how embarrassed I was to get that? I went to talk to my dad to ask him why my school wasn't paid for yet, and he told me that you two said that you would pay for it all. So, what I want to know is why you haven't paid my tuition for my program yet, huh? Do you want me to have to drop out or something?
Okay, hold on just a second there. First of all, I never, ever said that I was going to be paying for your tuition. Second of all, just why would I be the person paying for your schooling anyways? I mean, you're still living in that house, right? Just when are you going to move out?
You really have some nerve to talk to your daughter this way. Honestly, I don't think anyone else in the whole world knows how to piss me off quite like you do.
But did you miss the part where I said that I would have my dad divorce you? Because I really will if you're not going to pay for my school.
Unless your whole plan this entire time has been to sabotage my education and make me quit. But I won't let you get away with that. It's just unacceptable, and you need to cough up the money right now.
You really must think the world revolves around you if you think that's any way to get what you want. In fact, reading your messages, I can't help but crack up laughing that you're actually serious about this.
Are you kidding me right now? Is that how unseriously you're taking all of this? You have got to be joking with me right now, right?
No, I'm very serious actually. But anyways, I guess if you're really saying all that, that means you haven't heard anything from your dad, right?
What do you think you're talking about? Didn't you read how I went to my dad and he told me that since you weren't going to pay for my schooling, that it would mean that I'd have to drop out? So that's why you need to cough up the money for my tuition right now. If you don't, then I'm really going to make my dad leave you.
I am not your mom anymore, Ginny.
Wait, what? What are you talking about this time?
Wow, you really don't know about this at all. That's actually incredible. Well then, I guess allow me to be the first person to inform you that your father and I have gotten a divorce. In fact, we've been divorced for quite some time now. So if your dad really did tell you that I was going to be paying for your school, then I'm afraid that he was as sorely mistaken as you are. After all, why in the world would I pay for some girl's school who isn't even a part of my family?
Wait a second. You mean it? You and my dad are really divorced, and you're really not my mom anymore.
Oh man, I really wish that I could see your face right now. But yes, in a nutshell, that is what's going on here. And if I can be honest with you, your father was nothing but lousy trash.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean that he was using all of his salary to pay off his debt up until recently. But he would also keep taking out loans in the meantime. And anyway, since he was so bad with money and never was good at setting any aside, that's why he can't afford to pay for your school. So I suppose that if you really want to stay in your program, that you'll have to go and earn money yourself. Although I did warn you that you'd have to earlier.
But that can't be right. What do you mean that my dad doesn't have any money? You're really trying to tell me that this is all his fault?
Jenny, you are not a little girl anymore. You are in college. Do you really just go through life not thinking deeply on anything? Have you really not realized that every time you needed money, it was me that was giving it to you? For 10 years, I've taken care of you as my own daughter. And I would financially support you just like a mother would her own daughter. But I guess you never, ever thought of it in that way, did you?
No, it's not like that at all. I always thought that you were paying me with money that my dad was earning.
Well, I'm afraid that the money your dad was earning was all going towards his own debt. Every cent that I gave you came from my own earnings. I took care of everything in the house, kept my job, and made sure that you got the support you needed. And yet you insisted on insulting me, calling me an old woman and treating me as if I was a parasite on your family. But now I guess you realize that the only parasites around here were you and your father. So you can threaten me with divorce all you want. It isn't going to change anything now. Whatever happens next is entirely up to your dad and you.
Well, wait a second. Does that mean that you're just going to abandon me like this? You're really going to just leave me like this all over a little mistake? Don't you get that you're still like a mother figure or something? Doesn't that mean you have to take care of me? A real mother wouldn't just abandon her daughter like this.
Weren't you the one calling me a fake mother anyways? I'm sorry, but it is far too late for you to try and change your tune now.
I don't believe it. I can't believe that you're really just going to walk out of our lives and leave us like this.
Oh, I think it's perfect. Besides, this is something I've wanted to do for a long time, but I knew that it would be best to wait until you finished high school before leaving your dad. But anyways, I thought you would be a little more grateful to me since I paid for all of your college applications. Although you probably didn't even know that I was the one who did that either. Oh, right, that actually reminds me, you should know that you only have until the end of the month to leave the house.
I don't get it. This is all so much at once. What do you mean I'll have to leave the house? I live here. This is my family's house.
I'm afraid you were wrong again. This house was just a rental.
You can't be serious about that, right?
I haven't lied to you about a single thing yet. Why would I lie about this? Anyways, I was also the one paying for our house, but I've already moved out and informed the leasing company that I would like out of my lease. So you basically don't have any choice but to leave. I don't know what you're going to do with your life from here on out, but you're already 18, so you should be able to figure something out.
And I really have to move out by the end of the month? But that's in 3 days?
Oh yeah, I guess it is. Well, I suppose that means you better get packing, huh?
How the heck am I going to move out all of my things in just 3 days? And where the heck am I supposed to go from here?
Oh, that? I've already talked to your dad all about that.
Wait, really? What did you say to him?
Well, I told them that I wanted you both out of the house and that he should look for some place for you both to live.
That doesn't solve any of the problems that I have right now. I am trying to ask where the heck I should even go.
Yeah, that really isn't my problem. But if you're still in the house after 3 days, legally speaking, you would be trespassing. And then I suppose that would mean the police would have to get involved, and I don't think any of us want that, so.
Well, what about my school? They are demanding that I pay my tuition or else I'll have to drop out.
Oh man, that sounds rough.
Oh, come on. Is that really all you have to say to me about this? I thought you were my mother.
We've already talked about that. I am not your mom and I don't owe you anything. If you want to go ask your father, maybe you can convince him to take out even more money to pay for your school. Otherwise, you'll just have to go into debt to pay for it. Either that or you can go out and find a job. Because I already told your dad that I was done paying for anything of yours. But anyways, if you're looking for someone to blame for all of your money troubles right now, I would go talk to your dad.
But this can't be. Neither my dad or I have a single cent left, and now we're about to be kicked out. What are we supposed to do, Mom?
Sorry, were you talking to me? Because I don't know where your mom is.
What are you talking about? You've always been my mom. I've always thought of you that way.
Okay, now we both know that is just a lie. But anyways, your father and I are divorced now, which means that you're finally free from me. I thought this is what you wanted. Anyways, this conversation is just going in circles now. Have a nice life, Jenny. Or don't. I don't really care either way. In the end, Jenny and Daniel barely managed to pack up all their things before they had to leave the house and found themselves homeless. The next semester rolled around and, unable to pay, Jenny was forced to drop out. She tried to reach out to me again, begging for money, a house, food, anything. But I told her that she wasn't getting a penny from me. She thought that I was the one stealing all of her father's money, but he was the one who wouldn't have been able to survive without my help. I tried to warn Jenny that she would have to be more self-sufficient, but she just wouldn't listen. So I really just can't bring myself to feel any kind of pity for her. If you ask me, Jenny and her dad got exactly what they deserved. As for me, after my divorce from Daniel, I moved back to live with my parents for a little bit. I explained what I had been through, and they were more than happy to take me in while I found my feet. It really just goes to show you how important being kind is to those who care about you. You never know when you're going to need help, and it's good to have connections with people who care about you. Even if it wasn't my parents, I had plenty of people who I could go to for help because I always approached the issue of asking for it with humility and tact. I can only hope that Jenny learns a similar lesson as she grows up and gets to reflect on her words and actions.